What you're looking at here is Ventrac's old loader, kind of goofy looking, had a weird way you had to operate it with a separate control stick. It didn't really look that great. It's got its own weird looking roll bar. It did have some nice specs and it opened up the functionality of this machine for folks who needed a loader, but I'm not sure if it was ever one of the most popular units in Ventrac's attachment lineup. Connecting it was also a little bit of a chore. There were quite a few steps. It hooked into the PTO system because it had its own hydraulic controls on a separate lever like you see here. But all that recently changed with the unveiling of Ventrac's new loader. The form on this is much more compact. It uses the system's own hydraulics, so there's no separate PTO. That means it's simpler, it's less expensive than the old loader. You can also use dual wheels on this loader. Since there's no separate controls, you use the SDLA lever that you're already used to. A lot of improvements have been made. In addition, they launched this with 3 separate options. It comes standard with a bucket. They have here a light materials bucket, which is basically just a bigger bucket for lighter materials. So if you need more volume, you can. Mulch is probably going to be the most common thing this is used for. I could see applications for livestock. Any type of bedding would probably fit the bill. Maybe certain types of hay if they're not waterlogged. They also have a rock bucket with grapple. Now the way you see it here, it doesn't have sides. There are sides that you can bolt on to make it a real bucket. But as it's shown here, it's more of a grapple. It's got these 2 teeth that bite down separately. That means you're going to get better grip on whatever you're carrying if it's a weird shaped log or something like that. You can also see the dual wheels, which means this loader is going to be able to get on slopes that it couldn't before. Last, they came out with a log grapple. So this is a tool designed specifically for some of those forestry jobs, those cleanup jobs that before there really wasn't any way to handle something like this with the Ventrac, at least not as conveniently or efficiently. But you can see here how having this grapple gives you a lot more options for larger logs that you need to move. So of course, this is just an intro video letting you know about these things. It's not an in-depth or a review on the specs. There's a link in the description where you can head to Ventrac's page and see all the specifications on these. Pretty exciting. Let me know which one you like best in the comments below.